Ranger Chamber, and this is the Review Chamber.
Hello Ranger Nation, welcome back to the Review Chamber right here on the Ranger Chamber YouTube channel, and I'm your host Joe from the Ranger Chamber team for this video. And we are back reviewing a Hasbro Mighty Morphin Power Rangers product for you guys and girls and Power Ranger fans everywhere in this video. So what are we reviewing for you lovely people in this video? Well, I'm wearing my Mighty Morphin t-shirt for this video because I'm going to be reviewing today the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Retro Morphin figures. So we have red, we have pink, we have blue, and we have black Ranger. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Morphinominal figures, and these are so awesome. So what we have here, these are Hasbro's take of the Auto Morphin Power Rangers that Bandai released back in 1994. And so Hasbro have done the Retro Morphin figure line, so they're just like the originals, only they're a little bit different. But enough talk, let's get into action. So it is time to do the review of the Power Rangers Retro Morphin figures Wave 1 by Hasbro, because it's reviewing time! Oops, it's reviewing time! And here we are with the first wave of the Power Rangers Retro Morphin, well, classic Power Rangers Retro Morphin figures. And we have got Jason the Red Ranger, Zack the Black Ranger, Billy the Blue Ranger, and Kimberly the Pink Ranger. Now, as I said a little earlier, these figures are Hasbro's own take of the Power Rangers Auto Morphin figures that Bandai released back in 1994. Now, this is really cool because it's nice to see that Hasbro has taken something really cool and retro, and this is part of the Power Rangers Retro collection, which is really fantastic, so it'll be interesting to see where Hasbro go with that. And yeah, that's going to be really cool. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take a look at the packaging of all 4 figures, and then we're going to open them up and see what each figure does, which will be really fantastic. So let's get started, and we're going to kick things off with Red Ranger. Okay, so we're starting off with the first packaging for these Retro Morphin figures with the first figure, Jason the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, my personal favourite. Okay, so let's get started. So we're first going to start. Now what I like first of all is it looks very similar to the original packaging that we had with the Retro Morphin figures. So first of all we have this classic Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo, and the artwork at the top to show the auto morphing action. And we have, you can see the figure itself and the 2 weapons it comes with. So in the Red Ranger Jason's case, the Power Sword and the Blade Blaster, which will then fit in the holster. And it says, as it says on the box, Retro Morphin Power Rangers, Jason. And we've got the Hasbro logo at the bottom. And I like also that they use the same sort of background and the yellow purple box behind the figure, which is really cool because it helps it to stand out when it's on the shelf. And then we're going to go to the back. And as you can see, the Retro Morphing action happening, and then Retro Morphin Power Rangers, it's morphin time, and that really cool 90s style Mighty Morphin Power Rangers artwork. Oh my god, Hasbro, you are amazing for using these. I love that. It just feels so nostalgic because I had the Retro Morphin figures as a kid, so I feel so nostalgic right now. And then as you can see the figures here, so we have the Red Ranger Jason, Blue Ranger Billy, Pink Ranger Kimberly, and Black Ranger Zack. And the blue asterisks here meaning each sold separately, so these are the ones that are available. But I know what you're thinking, where's Tommy the Green Ranger and Trini the Yellow Ranger? Well, hopefully they're going to do another wave where we'll have green, blue, green, yellow and white, so hopefully they'll do that. But it's still really cool that we see that, and you can see also that the weapons combine just like the originals, which is fantastic. And yeah, that's really fantastic. I love that. So that's Red Ranger all done. So we're now going to move on to the packaging for Blue Ranger. Okie dokie. Now for the packaging of Billy the Blue Ranger. My boyfriend Gary's favourite. So Red Ranger's my favourite, Blue Ranger's Gary's favourite. Okay, so let's take a look at the packaging for Blue. So just like the Red Ranger one, the only thing that's different is obviously, as you can see, it's the Blue Ranger figure with his power lance and also his blade blaster. And as you can see, Retro Morphin Power Rangers Billy, and the artwork for the Retro Morphin action with Billy with the Blue Ranger head and Billy head. As you can see, ages 4 and plus, and the Hasbro logo once again in the bottom corner with that really nice green background and the retro Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo. On the back of the box we have, as you can see again, the asterisk saying each sold separately at the bottom here, and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo with those classic Mighty Morphin Power Rangers artwork, just like on the original box artwork from the 1990s. Retro Morphin Power Rangers, it's morphin time! And the little highlight around the edge of the weapon. So on Red Ranger it was the highlighting the power sword, and this one it was highlighting the power lance, which is really cool. And okay, I think that's a little bit lazy. I mean, look at that. The artwork is Mighty Morphin Red, but they just changed the colour to blue. I mean, come on, Hasbro! Oh dear. Okay, then there's the Hasbro logo once again, and that's the packaging. So let's move on to Zack the Black Ranger. Okay, third figure time, and it's Mighty Morphin Black Ranger Zack. Okay, so let's have a look at the packaging of the Black Ranger. So you know the drill. Retro Morphin Power Rangers Black Ranger Zack. Well, Retro Morphin Power Rangers Zack with the classic Power Ranger logo, and we have the Black Ranger figure with his power axe and his blade blaster as well in blaster mode, just like the other two. Now obviously the power axe symbol's upside down, but I don't know if it's because it's meant to be like that when it's in axe mode, and maybe I'm going to guess the other side it's the right way up for cannon mode, I'm guessing. Well, at least I hope that's what it is, but who knows. And then the artwork again, automorph in action. And on the back, again, a recoloured Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, highlighted power axe for the power blaster, the retro artwork for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, just like the original artwork from the Automorphin Power Rangers by Bandai, and again the sold separately stars right by the ones that are, well, not in this packaging, pretty much. Okay, so that's the Black Ranger one done. So let's move on to the last one, which is Kimberly the Pink Ranger. Okay, the fourth figure, it's Kimberly the Pink Ranger, and it's really more phenomenal. Okay, so what we're going to do, well, let's just look at the packaging. Right, Retro Morphin Power Rangers Kimberly. And we have got the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo, retro style, and the Kimberly Automorphin figure flip head artwork thing. And we have the Pink Ranger figure with her power bow and her blade blaster, looking really cool, and the Hasbro logo at the bottom corner. Onto the back, we have the very pink Tyrannosaurus Red Ranger artwork. Oh, Hasbro. Oh well. And then that really cool old school 90s retro artwork of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, just like the original box art on the Automorphin figures by Bandai in 1994. Then we have the Retro Morphin Power Rangers, it's morphin time! And then highlighted power blaster with the Pink Ranger's power bow highlighted. Awesome. And then we have the figures themselves for this first wave, Billy, Jason, Zack and Kimberly with the each sold separately on the back. Looking really awesome. Okay, well, now that we've now taken a look at all the packaging, let's get them all out of the packaging and take a look at all four Retro Morphin Power Ranger figures. So, it's morphin time. Okay, so now we have all the figures out of the packaging, and so what we can do is see what we got. So we have, as I said before, Jason the Red Ranger, Billy the Blue Ranger, Zack the Black Ranger and Kimberly the Pink Ranger with all their blade blasters and their power weapons. Okay, so this is really awesome. I love how retro these figures are. So Well, let's see how awesomely retro they are. So what we're going to do is have a look at the details of each figure and take it from there. Okay, Red Ranger Jason details are up first. Now, as you can see, we have Jason's face in civilian form, looking really cool. Now, there is a bit of a missing paint blemish at the top of the hair, but that's not really noticeable, but that's okay. But we got some nice red paint work all down the body, and we also have this really nice Power Morpher right here, painted in silver and with the Power coin in a nice gold colour, and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo, and the black as well that you see on the Power Morpher, looking really cool. And we have red diamonds as well, and the diamonds on the boots as well, looking really cool. And as you can see on the hands, they don't have like the little pegs where the weapons had holes in the original 90s ones, so that's really cool. So just like most Power Ranger figures these days. Okay, on the back you can see the screws, obviously, but you got the white paintwork at the back with the continuing diamonds, and the back of the cuffs and the boots look really nice in red, and obviously you have the action here. Now we obviously need to see the helmet. So why are they called Retro Morphin figures? Because they morph into Power Rangers at a push of a button, like this. And as you can see with the Red Ranger helmet, it looks really cool with silver and black. Looking really awesome, and I like the detailing as well. Looking really fantastic. It looks just like the one from 1994, so I really like that. And that's really cool. Now as for the weapons it comes with, we have a blade blaster here. Looking really awesome. And that obviously will go in the figure's hand, but we'll have a look at that a little later. And of course we have, oops, if I can get it in my hand, we have the Red Ranger's Power Sword. That is looking really nice, and as you can see there's the Tyrannosaurus Power coin in the, well, on the sword. Looking really cool. That's the same on both sides. And then blade has that nice nice detailing as well. Very nice. Okay, so that is Mighty Morphin Red. Let's move on to Mighty Morphin Blue Billy. Okay, Blue Ranger Billy. So just like the Red Ranger, it's the same body build but only in blue. But as you can see, Billy has sort of like a blondie brown hair, just like he did in the show, and his glasses are nice and silver. And that continues also to the ears as well, looking really cool. And on the other side, the hair looks really cool as well. Now going down, we can see the Power Morpher again, but this time it's with the Triceratops Power coin, looking really awesome, and the belt is nice and painted white as well. And the cuffs on the cuffs have the nice white and the blue diamonds, and just like the boots as well, looking really cool. The back of the figure is pretty much the same, nicely painted. Again, I forgot to mention that the holsters for the blade blasters are like a soft rubbery plastic, which is really nice. So it's not like the original one that Bandai did where the plastic was really hard. Okay, so again, looks like it's morphin time, so we can have a look at the helmet. So it's morphin time. Looking very cool with silver on Triceratops horns, and the black on the visor, and the silver for a mouthpiece, and yellow for both eyes. Looking really awesome. Okay, so again, Billy comes with his blade blaster, as you can see. And also, we have to not forget the power lance as well. So they both have Triceratops coins on here. And they also are able to do other things, but again, we'll take a look at that in a little while. Next is Zack the Black Ranger. Okay, here's Zack the Black Ranger. And we're starting things off with, as you can see, that's Zack the Black Ranger here, looking really awesome with his really cool haircut. And that looks really awesome. And we're going down, we have the white diamonds and the black suit. And this time with the Power Morpher, it's the Mastodon Power Coin, looking really, really morphinomenal. I like that. It looks really cool. I mean, it's much better looking than the 1994 one, because literally it was just a grey block with a red dot in the middle. Oh well. The cuffs, black diamonds, looking really cool, and the holster looks cool as well in that white, and the belt. And also the boots look really awesome as well. Now again, Blade Blaster as well. Looking really awesome. It would be nice if it was painted red at least, but there you go. The Power Axe, now I was right. The Power Axe, I'm just going to place it down here for a second so I can show you it a little better. Now the Power Axe has the coin upside down for when it's in axe mode, like this. But when it's in cannon mode, you want it that way, because the coin is the right way up. So, that's something to think about. So maybe when you have the Power Axe, maybe get him to hold it in this hand, so then that way the coin makes sense. Okay, now we need to see morph, so it's morphing time. And there's the Mastodon helmet, looking really awesome, with silver on the mouthpiece and silver on the tusks of the Mastodon, or Mammoth for some of you who like GoldKingRanger. And the goldy yellow eyes on both sides. Looking really cool. Okay, let's move on to the last figure, Kimberly the Pink Ranger. Okay, so here's Kimberly the Pink Ranger, looking fabulous in all that nice pink. But as you can see, Kimberly has got, for some reason she's got very light brown hair, but I always thought Kimberly had very dark brown hair, but there you go. But it still looks really cool. And we're going to move down now. So we've got, now this is the thing that annoys me, is they kept the mold exactly the same. So it's the oops, Kimberly's so shocked about the mold of the body build of her figure, she's fainted. Oh dear, never mind. Okay, well yeah, because it looks like it really just looks like a male figure, and that's what kind of annoys me a bit. It looks like a very butch man with long hair or something, but it's meant to be Kimberly, so it would have been nice if they could have changed the body build slightly, but I guess they were just trying to keep the look of how it looked in the 90s, so there you go, because even the 90s figures had that problem as well. Okay, and for the power coin, it's the Pterodactyl, the Pink Ranger's dinosaur, which is really cool. And the gun holster, the Blade Blaster holster, is white, just like the really awesome belt. I think I would have liked it if they had a black outline on the belt, just like it has in the show, because as you can see, there is lines on the belt, but it would have been nice if they were painted black to give it some depth and some detailing, but there you go. Pink diamonds on the cuffs, and on the boots as well. Now, yep, you know what's coming, yep. The Blade Blaster. So the Blade Blaster, just like all the others, again, wish was painted red. Now the Power Bow, right here, is the Pink Ranger's main weapon. Now, it would have been nice if they would have given us some little detailing on here, on these parts here on the bow, but it's still really cool. Now this is what fills me with hope that we will be getting a Yellow Rangers, because these parts here, for the Power Blaster, one's for the Power Lance, and then the outside ones are for the Power Daggers. So it's definitely looking that we will be getting an old Retro Morphin Yellow Ranger figure, so I have my fingers crossed for that. Okay, now, Kimberly, it's time to morph. So it's morphing time! Oh, there we go. Now, it's a bit, sometimes the morphs, the button's at the back, because you have to press the back. You have to give them a good push in order for them to do the helmet flip. It's not like the old ones, because the old ones you have to press it at the front and it would flip to the to the Power Ranger helmet head. Okay, so I'm just trying to stand her so then you can have a look at the helmet. Now, there's no detailing on the eyes of the Pterodactyl helmet, which is a bit annoying, but overall it's nice with silver on the mouthpiece and black and pink and white, looking really awesome. And also at the top of the helmet as well, looking really cool. And check the other side, just to show you how cool it is. And I'm going to show you the back quickly, because I know it goes all the way to the back. Sorry, bad camera angle at that point. So there's the back of the figure as well, with the pink diamonds and the continuing diamonds from the front, and the back of the Pink Ranger helmet as well. Okay, so that's all the figures. So we're now going to move on to articulation and the, well, having some look at the accessories with the figures. Let's have a look. Okie dokie, so now we've taken a look at all the figures details, we're going to now take a look at the figures articulation and the combining of the power weapons. Okay, so with the figures, I'm going to show you just with the red one because all the articulations pretty much all the same. So the head can't move at all, besides obviously the pressing at the back for its morphin time. There we go. And as you can see, we have some articulation here in the arm. So 360 degrees here, like so, and we also can move the arms up and down, so that's nice, so we get some nice posability. And the elbows, you can bend those and turn like so. It's better to turn it like that when the arm is out straight, but when it's bent you can't really do it as much, but you can still get them into pretty cool like punch poses and things like that. Really cool. Now this is where we have another step up of why the Hasbro ones are a bit better. Besides the detailing on the morpher, we're also able to do this, or that, or this, or this. We're able to bend the legs like so, because the old figures used to only be able to do that, or bend the knees just like this one can. So you can bend the knees, so what you can do is you can get in some really cool poses. So well done Hasbro, this is fantastic. So you can even get in to do the splits, but then again I think it's Kimberly is more the one who could do the splits, I think. I don't know, could they all do the splits? I can't remember. Now the blade blaster, naturally, as you know, all goes in the holster, and because it's that soft rubbery plastic, it goes in there, fits in there beautifully. So let's put all the blade blasters in the holsters. There's Blue Billy. So it's just a good way to store the blade blasters when you're not using them. But obviously, what does it look like when how can the Rangers hold them? Well, it's very simple really. You get the arm up, and then you put the blaster in the arm, and it holds it perfectly. Pew, pew. That is so cool. I love that. I mean, this is what I love about these figures. They're so retro. I love it. So those go in there like that. And obviously it's the same with the weapons. They can hold on to the weapons exactly the same way. You just simply put them in their hands like so. And that's really, really cool. And they'll be really awesome when you put them with their weapons. Now, as I said before, the weapon, as you saw on the packaging of all the figures, oops, sorry, let me just try and stand Red Ranger back up, shall I? Yeah. Now, as you recall, on the back of the packaging, you saw all the weapons combine. Well, I'm going to show you how they all combine together. Now, we're going to start with the power axe, just like in the show. So we want the power axe to be this way, because the power coin is the correct way. We're going to take our power bow, and we're going to fit it. There's a little notch here, and a little peg area there, so we're going to just put that in line with that, so it fits just like that. Now there's no power daggers, so when you get, oh hold on, it's coming off, oh no, come on, get on, there we go. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's on there. Right, next flip it over. Now the power daggers go on the outer area, but the power lance goes in the area, inner area. But there is something I wanted to show you first with the power lance. Now, people remember that the power lance has the ability to combine from 2 weapons to 1 big weapon, and because of these little peg and hole, you are still able to do it. Woohoo! So Billy can have a long power lance. Yeehaw! And that is really awesome. I'm glad that they still kept that, but we want to take them apart because we've got to put them here. Part of the power blaster, so there's one for this side and one for that side. I think that's right. No, actually no, I think it's the outer side. Yeah, it's the outer one. Sorry, my mistake. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's the outer. No, I was right the first time. It's the inner. They go in the inner area because it's power daggers on the outside, and then it's in the power lance on the inner area. I think I just don't want to keep knocking the power bow off the power axe. Okay, so that goes on just like that, and then the power sword just simply connects onto the top like so. There we go. Obviously it will look better once the power daggers are in place with the Yellow Ranger figure. And then there's our near complete power blaster. Okay, well then what you could do is you probably could get your Lightning Collection power weapons, which have more paint work and detailing. You could probably just give them those weapons, and then they'll probably look better standing with those weapons or with that power blaster. Or maybe you could just paint the weapons yourself and add the extra detailing. But I think it's time we wrap this up. So before we wrap up, I'm going to just get the weapons in their hands and see how they look all together holding their weapons. There we are, and they look absolutely amazing with all their power weapons and everything. So that's it for this video. So as I said before, I really hope that Hasbro will do a second wave with Retro Morphin figures for Trini the Yellow Ranger, Tommy the Green Ranger and Tommy the White Ranger, because that would be really cool to have all 7 figures. But I also hope they'll do maybe including another wave, they'll include Catherine the Pink Ranger, so have the Catherine head on the Pink Ranger. That'd be cool, give us a little bit of variety. And then they could do like another wave where you get Rocky, Adam and Aisha as red, black and yellow Rangers. So again, that would be really cool. So some ideas for Hasbro, so take notes. Okay, so I'd just like to say thank you everyone for watching. Please remember to like the video, share the video, comment below, and your question of the day is, what Power Ranger products do you hope to see in the Power Rangers Retro collection? Maybe a Megazord, maybe a Morpher, maybe a roleplay toy, or maybe some more retro figures like these ones. Yeah, comment those below. And of course, as always, 1, 2, 3, go subscribe. We've got many more videos coming out right here on the Ranger Chamber. Okay, so again, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a mighty morphinomenal day, and myself and the Ranger Chamber team will see you all next time. Bye bye, Ranger fans.